Assalamualaikum and good day to everyone. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nur Haida Hanim binti Ahmad Tajuddin. Other authors, Prof. Madia Dr. Nur Shufiza Ahmad Syukur and Professor Muhammad Zaidi Muhammad Hajazi. Currently, I'm pursuing my PhD in Doctor of Philosophy in Social Science at UNICEF. Actually, this is my PhD topic. The topic title is Professionalism in Records Management Practices to Ensure Good Governance in Malaysia, a review. Let's get started. On abstract. Professionalism is a very important aspect in the execution of all processes and activities in records management practice. It is imperative to ensure proper management of records to curb problems such as unauthorized access, loss of information, poor handling, and non-compliance with established procedures that are recurrent in record management practice due to lack of professionalism among records managers. The objective of this paper is to examine the elements of professionalism required in record management in Malaysia. Various articles in reputable online databases were searched using the keywords professionalism, records management practices, and good governance. The study found that there are aspects of professionalism to be considered in records management, with the most important elements, namely accountability, integrity, and honesty, to ensure the smooth running of records management. Let's moving to next slide. On introduction, in Malaysia, the cadre archive officer takes over the responsibility as records manager. Since the profession is not created in Malaysia, a record manager can be defined as a person who is responsible for handling records management from the process of records creation, use and dissemination, maintenance and disposition of the entire records life cycle. Generally, there is no specific position of record manager in Malaysian organizations. Since the right record professionals are not in place, the present record personnel are not able to demonstrate a professional body of knowledge not only to identify, describe, and make available the mere facts and data in order to provide the meaning-rich information of records as evidence of activity and any transaction. As a result, it will put all the vital records in danger and obstruct to the success of good governance in the public sector. Let's turn to the next slide. Literature review. According to Fraxon in 1973, professionalism is defined as a process by which an organized occupation, usually but not always by claiming special esoteric competence for the quality of its work and its benefits to society, obtains the exclusive right to perform a particular kind of work, controls training for and access to it, and controls the right of determining and evaluating the way of the work is performed. Raymond in year 2008 quoted professionalism relates not only to the levels of education, qualification of the workforce, but also to the professional approach to the conduct of business activities. This shows that records management professionals must be equipped themselves with appropriate skills, knowledge, competence in their field, integrity, and accountability for their actions and decisions. Next, professionalism and good governance. Nor et al. 2002 mentioned that civil servants or apparatus as public apparatus have an important role in providing services to the public in a more just, equitable, honest, and responsible manner. The state civil apparatus is the most important component and pillar in realizing good governance together with the business world, that is corporate governance and civil society, which must run in harmony with their respective roles and responsibility. According to Sami et al., in year 2018, professionalism will increase the commitment level with the public and organization. For the government to achieve good governance, a record management professional needs to require a certain set of competencies dealing with all sorts of information health. Good governance theory, Gany year 2002, stated that behavior of the state civil apparatus as an antecedent of good governance. Professionalism and record management practices. Trained and skilled staff is important in managing records such as integrity, protection, availability, compliance, disposition, transparency, retention of the record, and information in principles of records and information management. That was quoted by Hanis Kamarudin et al. In year 2018. Meanwhile, according to Issa et al. In year 2019, employees given the task of handling records were from different disciplines other than records management. Consequently, managing record will not meet its goals because they do not possess the required knowledge and skills, and worse, exhibit poor commitment. This is also mentioned by Omehia and Lulupo Kubo in year 2020 that records management is not professionalized in most organizations. People who look after records in many organizations lack the skills required for managing records. Next slide. This is the table on issues and impact. Um, as we can see here, the first issue, failure to accept responsibility for mistakes, non-compliance or neglect can diminish professionalism and confidence within an organization. That was quoted by Nafi and Kamaluddin, 2019. The impact, unauthorized access, data breach, non-compliance with regulatory requirements, and proper record management practices. This quoted by Imana Harun et al. 2018. When proper record management practices are not fully implemented in some of the organizations and not follow the life cycle of record from creation until disposal, it could lead to it could diminish the trust of citizens in government accountability and disrupt the process of good governance. Next issue is on inadequate training and education around records management principles and practices, and the impact on professional behavior and practices in record management. The last issue here, some vital records are not completely documented due to an incompetent staff who are not well trained in records management and cannot fulfill the demand of staff expected services as required by the public sector. And the impact, it can cause delays, errors, and inaccurate information due to the poor coordination of record management practices. Next is on research methodology. Various literature from previous researchers have been reviewed to explore the professionalism aspect that are important and can be utilized in records management practices. The analysis was done through a brief review of the literature that is related to the research objective. The literature survey is based on a search for the keywords professionalism, records management practices, and good governance on reputable online database. All the articles found is refined based on the research objective by eliminating irrelevant articles. Subsequently, the study outlined the element of professionalism in records management practices for achieving good governance. This study will only focus on the three elements of professionalism based on the literature review, namely accountability, integrity, and honesty, as they have an impact on records management practices. As we can see here, the result and discussion based on numerous literature reviews, the professionalism elements have been gathered and table as below. It shows that the major elements here are honesty, accountability, and integrity. Come to the conclusion, the study concluded that professionalism is an important component of the professional requirements of records management as it is an important aspect of good governance. Professionalism therefore involves not only knowledge and skills but also attitude and behavior. Public administration needs to turn to records and archive management professionals and involve them in the legislative, planning, and operating work regarding information management and its influence on good governance in public organizations. Thank you for your time. If you do have any question, you may email me at haida_hanim@unicel.edu.my. Thank you again.